Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome to some Battlefield Hardline gameplay. This is on the PC this time, on ultra settings. The game actually, I have to say, runs really well. I actually turned VSync on, so it gives me a solid 60 all the time. Sometimes that's not desirable when you want to get higher frame rates, but I've got a 60Hz monitor, so I thought I'd lock it to 60 with VSync, and I really like the way it runs like that. So this is all 60 FPS. I'm going to try and render the video at 60 FPS, but bear in mind, I still don't think that YouTube actually has the 60 FPS functionality, so it might not look quite as silky smooth. And I have to say that's one of the best things about the PC version. Obviously it looks better than the console version, but also you get a very high frame rate in this game. Battlefield is traditionally a game that you do get quite a decent frame rate, but I think I even get a better frame rate in this game than I do in Battlefield 4, and that's even when things happen like the crane collapses and the screen shaking a lot. So like the Levolution style events are happening, still getting incredibly high frame rate even when that happens. I have to say it seems very well optimized, this game, but then again it's not quite on the same kind of grand scale as Battlefield 4, and yet it kind of looks quite similar, so you'd probably expect that to be the case. So I've jumped onto the PC version the last couple of days. I was playing PS4 and I felt a lot more comfortable playing that because like I said previously, I've been away for a while. I haven't been doing much gaming. My aim was a bit all over the place. I wasn't very confident, and I tried PC, wasn't doing very well, so I went on PS4 and stuck with that. However, I've gone back onto the PC now, and my aim has just come back. I don't know how it's happened. I don't know, you know, what I did differently for all of a sudden today for it to feel very natural, but my aim feels spot on and I feel totally at home now on the PC version. So it makes it difficult for me. I mean, I do want to play the PC version. I'll probably go PC, the final version, but some of my friends are on PS4 and it's quite nice to play on the PS4, to have another game to play on your PS4, but I don't know either way. So I also want to discuss about how I'm enjoying the beta, because I'm going to be completely honest here, guys. I've just completely been won over by this game, even though this is just the beta. I don't know, maybe it's because there isn't a lot out there at the moment. Like Call of Duty, I'm not really enjoying Ghosts, and obviously the old games are fun every now and then, but they're a bit dated in comparison, and there's something about this which I'm just loving. I mean, I've always liked Battlefield anyway, but I find it really difficult to actually sit down and for it to have that kind of addictive nature to it, and I'm having that with this. I'm sitting down, I'm playing for hours on end, and I don't really want to stop. And when I go and play another game in a minute, I'm going to want to play this. So this is really actually making me think about what I'm going to be playing come like the end of the year. Obviously, I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of Destiny, but now this is actually on my radar as well as something that I'm really probably going to get stuck into, and I hope that people take to it. Now, of course, I am a bit disappointed. Some of you guys obviously always point out in the comment section this looks like a DLC for Battlefield 4 and so on and so forth, and I definitely agree in terms of if the full release comes out and it's like there's not a lot more added than what we see now, then I would have to go with that, and I would hope that they wouldn't make it like a full retail release $60 game or £35–40 game, and that it's just not, it's a bit of a filler game, you know, not quite as heavy on the DLC as they are for Battlefield 4. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like DLC, but Battlefield 4 has almost got to the point where I feel like it's just like half of the game is the DLC. Like it's almost like every 3 months you have to get the DLC, or you're not really playing the latest version. So I hope that it's going to be a game that is really fun to play, but just maybe not full price, maybe not so much ridiculous DLC, a few DLC map packs, but nothing significant. But I am enjoying it, I have to say, and you can see from these clips, I've obviously been getting a lot better, and I love this game mode, this Blood Money game mode. I definitely think this should be in more games, this game mode in fact, but there are similar things. I mean, you've got this in GTA, basically, a very similar thing in GTA 5 when you play online. It's like a capture the flag, or is it not called capture the flag, is it? It's well, obviously there's 2 bases and all the loot's in the middle. You've got to take the loot back to your base, and I just love the extra dynamic that has. A lot of game modes, like straight off TDM or even domination, it's like there's a certain way to play it and it's kind of basic, but adding the whole element of having to go capture the money, defending your own money from the vault, it adds a lot of different kind of styles, and it makes people kind of easy to read sometimes, which makes for a lot of fun. Like, some people you can tell just love to steal money from your vault, so you can always just stay at your vault and defend yours and have a lot of fun winding them up. Or you can be that person who goes to the enemy vault, or if everyone's at either vault, which they're tempted to do because there's this vehicle that you can actually park up and then spawn at it, and what people do is they always park it at the enemy vault and then constantly spawn there. If everyone's too busy at either vault, what you can do is just go grab the money in the middle, go grab the loot in the middle. So many people forget about the loot in the middle that if you really want to go for the objective, you can just do that, and you can normally do very well doing that. The only real annoyance for me at the moment is the fact that you can revive yourself with certain classes. It's not the be-all and end-all, because I feel like reviving yourself isn't a major problem in this game. Obviously, it's kind of annoying if you're on the other end of it, but it's not like it would be in, say, Call of Duty. If you had that in Call of Duty, it would be a big game changer, but in Battlefield, it's not about going on massive kill streaks and kills to deaths and things like that. It's all about objectives and epic moments and just crazy things happening. You know, helicopters crashing and whatever, and you're not really expected to go on a, I don't know, 10+ kill streak. I mean, of course you can if you're having a good game, but they try and really focus this game around kind of more things than just getting kills. So the fact that people can revive themselves, obviously if they all do that, they're going to put themselves at a bit of a disadvantage because they're missing out on another gadget. So you don't really tend to find a whole team of people doing it, because for example, if you did that, you wouldn't have a mechanic, and so they couldn't really take down vehicles and repair vehicles, stuff like that. So it's an annoyance for sure when it happens, but not really game changing for me. But at the same time, I don't see why it would be in the game. It's kind of a bit of a silly added extra. I definitely hope that they're going to have things like camos, much more customization, although this is a beta, so I'm going to just go on the presumption that all that kind of thing is going to be in the game. If it wasn't, that would be a real shame, but hopefully all that kind of thing's in the game. And the main kind of plus point of this game I find is just that I'm finding it addictive, and I've never found Battlefield addictive before. I've always enjoyed Battlefield, but even on the close quarters DLC that I enjoyed, I wasn't happy to just sit there and play it for hours, but this one is definitely different, and hopefully the full release will be even better, and so on. So let me know down in the description below, what do you think of the beta? Obviously you guys told me before, maybe you've had a little bit more time with it. I know some people are kind of on the fence, and there's a real mixed bag of opinions about this game, but I just want to get a general census of what everyone thinks of it. So that's it for now, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button as well if you did enjoy my look at Battlefield Hardline on the PC, and I'll see you guys next time.